Para sa mga taong merong trabahong soul draining, tapos gusto na nilang mag-quit sa trabaho nila pero hindi pwede dahil sa kanila umaasa yung pamilya, hindi pwede dahil natatakot sila. Tapos doon na magsisimula yung feeling ng feeling stuck. Ang galing kasi na-realize ko na yung feeling stuck, ibig sabihin pala nun, not making a decision. Galing, di ba? Ang galing lang. Ako, ewan ko. Feeling stuck, ibig sabihin you're not making a decision. And the reason why you're not making a decision is because nakakatakot naman kasi. Di ba? Kahit anong decision mo, nakakatakot eh. Like, kahit yung decision mo mag-stick sa trabahong soul draining, nakakatakot yun eh. Di ba? Pero at least yung isa nakakatakot na may reward. No? So, I feel like every time na merong mga big decision, tatanungin natin sa sarili natin, kung meron na akong pet na gift ni God, at yung pet na yon ay may pangalang love, okay? At yung alam lang nun is mag-decide and mag-operate through love, ano yung magiging decision ng love na yon? Nung pet mo na yon. Tatanungin mo siya, para siyang dog, tatanungin mo siya, ano kayang gagawin ko? Ano kayang magiging decision ko? Love lang yung alam niya. Love energy lang siya. Ano yung magiging decision niya? Yun yung decision na kailangan mong gawin. And I know it will be scary. It will be scary. It will be fearful. But that's where the battle starts. Yun na yung simula ng battle. Kasi at that moment, you will be asked if you still want to do this or hahayaan mong malamon ka ng fear. If you're trying to like quit your job, the first thing that you can ever do to make that happen is isipin mo ano yung buhay mo the moment you quit your job. Now, not the negative, because I know you've rehearsed that several times. No, ilang beses mo nang ni-rehearse yung negative na yan. The positive. Okay? You get what I mean? You rehearse the positive. What could be ano yung possible na positive sa decision na to? So, for example, there are people stuck in a marriage. Okay? The decision that they have to make is to either leave or stay in the marriage. That's the decision. Leave or stay in the marriage. Now, both of those decisions are difficult. It has the same degree of difficulty. Parehas lang sila. Now, you ask your pet na binigay sa'yo ni God, na tinatawag na love. Okay, you ask your pet. Sa tingin mo, love, ano yung magiging decision? Like, ano yung decision ko dito? And then, isipin mo ano sasabihin niya. And yun yung gagawin mong decision factor. Yun yung criteria in making a decision. Because love is the reason why we live and breathe this world. Diba? It's love. Unfortunately, there are so many betrayals nowadays. Infidelity is at its highest. Ay nako. Kailan ba ma-realize ng tao ng cause ng anxiety at depression? Hindi ko sinasabing tanging cause lang, pero most of the reason why people are unhappy is because of infidelity. A house damaged by infidelity, cheating. Tingnan mo ano yung mga batang mapuproduce niyan. And na-realize ko din na parang may dalawang party or dalawang uri or tatlong biktima yung infidelity eh. Yung una yung alam ng marami, which is yung mga nasaktan at naloko. Pangalawang victim ng infidelity is yung mga nanloloko. Ngayon, hindi ko sinasabing pinoprotektahan ko yung mga nanloloko, pero after having 800-hour coaching calls, and hosting over 100 retreats, I realized that there are many people as well, because I see it with my both eyes, na nagregret after they did that cheating. Nagregret. Sabi ko, yung regret, mahirap din yun ah. Like, it's the same pain ng feeling ng betrayal. If they truly regret. But you know those people who truly regret, right? Yung nagsisi talaga. So that's the second victim of infidelity. The third victim of infidelity are the children, yung mga bata. Talaga. They will grow up without the present mother and father sa side niya. If you're still watching this, hello. Alam mo yung desire? Hindi siya ikaw yung pipili ng desire, ikaw yung pipiliin ng desire. Alam mo ba yung sinasabi ko? Yung desire na parang hindi naman ikaw yung pumili. Like for example, naisip ko nga, hindi mo talaga pwedeng i-force yung desire sa tao. Like for example, ikaw, i-force ko yung desire na maging karpentero sa'yo. Like, di ba, ibigay ko yung desire na maging like world class carpenter. Yung talagang talagang sinisik ng mga celebrity because of your art, like that. That's not something that you will desire, right? But there are people who desires that. At doon ka na pag-isip-isip na yung desire, hindi mo siya pinipili talaga. Ikaw yung pipiliin niya. Nung bago ako mag-yoga teacher, rapper ako. Yung desire ko mag-yoga teacher, hindi ko alam saan galing. Hindi ko alam. Like, napunta lang ako doon because yoga has helped me feel better, recognize the truth. No, actually, yoga helps me recognize the truth, recognize this awareness of being. Doon dumating yung desire na yun. So what I'm trying to say is, maybe sometimes you don't really need to make a decision. Sometimes. Only if not making a decision will give you peace. Huh? Kapag yung pag not make mo ng decision will give you peace, then go ahead. Do it. Ang problema, minsan lang mangyari yun. Minsan lang mangyaring hindi ka nagme-make ng decision tapos peaceful ka. Ay, hindi. Like, ano yun? 1 out of... Ano ba yun? Paano ba yun? 1 out of 100 or 1 out of 99? Basta ganun. Basta ganun ka konti. Like, minsan lang mangyari yun. One other thing is you allow love to make your decision. Yung energy of love. So this video is for people who can't quit their work. You are now faced with a moral obligation to make a decision. Kasi pinanood mo na rin tong video na to all the way to 10 minutes eh. So you are now watching this video with the weight on your shoulders, a sense of responsibility to make a decision. So that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching.